I really hope this isn't the case. I purchased one of the brand new PlayStation 5s that came out in the UK in November 2023. At the time of recording this video, that is only 5 months ago. It was purchased on eBay as faulty for a total of £180. Obviously, it being so new, I had to buy it. And it makes me question, this is only 5 months old. What on earth could possibly go wrong? Condition-wise, absolutely fantastic. There is all but, I think, one little scratch on this, and it's on the back of the console just down here, but that is it. It's very, very clean. The HDMI port is absolutely fine. So you're probably wondering, Joey, what is the actual fault? Well, truth be told, I couldn't find anything wrong with the console. That was until I played a game. Playing FIFA 2023, no issues whatsoever. I thought I'd try something a little bit more hardcore and CPU intensive, and that was Fortnite. As soon as I pretty much loaded up Fortnite and just got into the menu section, it was freezing, crashing, and turning off. When I eventually turn the console back on, it does state it's encountered an error, and that error specifically is the dreaded 108262-9. It's not very well known exactly what this error is, but people are saying that it more than likely relates to software. I tried all of the basic troubleshooting steps, which include resetting the PS5, updating the system software. I even completely reinstalled the operating system as stated by Sony on their website. None of these things worked. Now, the good news about this is that because this console only came out so recently, I can confirm that it still has a warranty sticker intact. And it got me thinking, I could take off the warranty sticker and try and diagnose this fault. But I wonder how Sony would react if I actually just contacted them, explained with all honesty that I purchased a console secondhand on eBay, and to just ask if I can get it repaired, even though I wasn't the first person to buy this PS5. So I did exactly that. I did have to wait about 30 minutes on the phone, but this is the outcome. I didn't want to get anyone else or myself in trouble for this, so I have dubbed the person's voice with AI. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes. How can I help you?
How are you today? You okay?
Fine, thank you.
Good. I've got a PlayStation 5 Slim. I bought it from eBay secondhand, but unfortunately it keeps crashing and I get an error code.
Is it crashing whilst playing games or at random points?
No, so it's crashing when playing games, specifically Fortnite. It doesn't do it on all game titles. I've got a list of things that I've tried already, if I can tell you what they are.
Can you please tell me the error code that you're getting?
Yes, the error code that I'm getting is Charlie Echo -108262-9.
And you said it was not happening with all the games? And it turns off as well?
Yeah, so I managed to play a bit of FIFA 13 for a good 10-15 minutes without it happening. But as soon as Fortnite was played, within about 5 minutes it's crashing. I get the standard beep when I go to turn it back on and no lights, and then eventually it turns back on, but it comes up with the error saying your console crashed because of this reason. Just a little bit of background, I don't know if this is going to help at all, but I buy the consoles faulty from eBay and then I fix them to save them from going in the bin, but I'm wondering, this has still got a warranty still intact. So I was wondering if there was potentially something that you could do.
Right. Okay, so the console is up to date?
Yeah. I've even reinstalled the system software from scratch using USB as well. Reinstalled Fortnite.
Okay, if you've tried all those steps and it's still not working, you're still receiving the same error code, you're looking for repair on the console. Can you confirm if it's a disc or digital version, please?
It's a disc one. Like I have the original box, but I didn't personally buy it firsthand, so I don't have any of the receipt information essentially. Again, it was purchased on eBay.
Can I take the serial number, please?
And I'm right in thinking there's no charge for this because it's still in warranty?
No charge.
How long does the repair usually take?
Repair can take up to 15 working days.
I know it sounds silly, and it might be a really silly, ridiculous question asking you this, but is there any chance that we could know exactly what the fix is when it happens?
We're not provided that information, unfortunately. We either fix it or replace it.
I see. Okay, fine. So if it's not repairable, a new console will get sent?
Yep, a replacement console will be sent.
Perfect. Okay. Thank you very much for your help and your time. I really appreciate it.
No worries. Anything else?
That's it. Thank you.
Thank you for calling. Have a great day.
That's super, super interesting. Try my luck. Why not ask if they could give us a little bit of a solution as to why the error is happening? Just trying to keep it as honest as I possibly can. There's no point in me lying in this situation and say, oh, I've got this PS5. And that's why I was upfront about not buying it firsthand, you know? Seems like they don't really care if you bought one secondhand without any receipt of purchase. It's more so is the PlayStation in warranty, yes or no? I've just listened back to the AI dub, and obviously it's nothing like the voice that I spoke to, and I just want to say I'm really happy with the person that I spoke to. They were really, really nice, very well-mannered, and the customer service was really, really good. There's nothing much more for me to do now than wait this process out, get it sent off, and just see what happens, but I will be letting you know as soon as I hear something from Sony. 2 weeks later, or technically if they don't work Saturdays, 9 working days, we have the PS5 back in our hands. Realistically, a very, very, very good turnaround from Sony. I received this yesterday, Tuesday the 16th. It was actually sent off on Wednesday the 3rd of April. As you can see, it's still got the security seals intact. I've been dying to get my hands into it, but I've not really had enough time to record. Did I get a new console, or did they repair this one? Now, I'm not being funny. The only thing I will say, and I don't know if you can hear this, but this is sliding around in the box, as in like left to right. So I don't know what the package is going to look like. And remember, this has come direct from Sony. Let's crack open these security seals and see if it's a new one or if it's the same console. What's their packaging like? All right. They've gone with the big boys. So again, even though it's sliding around, I mean, it's definitely fully protected. What is this contraption? It's amazing. They chucked a little bit of extra bubble wrap in there for precaution. This looks like the same console. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Can you see we've got the little dink here, which I referred to in the beginning of the video. So it is definitely the same console. Before I actually give it a test run, I want to see if the warranty sticker has been removed. Take out the disk drive. I don't know if that's a new one or if that's the same one, where they've got some sort of special machinery to take these off without marking it, you know? Or they've simply just put a new warranty sticker on, which is probably exactly what's happened. I don't want to break the seal just yet. I'm going to reassemble it and test it to make sure that I can play Fortnite. Interestingly, I am sure that I did not reset this console. So I've just had to set it up as a brand new console, in which case I'm going to have to download Fortnite, etc. again. That's not my concern here massively. My concern is maybe this was resolved with a simple software resolution. Remember, I reinstalled the OS, I rebuilt the database. None of that fixed it. Have Sony maybe got like a diagnostic tool that's able to repair something within the PlayStation 5 instead of actually having to take it apart? I'm just going to check back on the video and see if the warranty sticker is in the exact same place. I'll put a couple of images up on the screen, but I do think that the warranty sticker has been replaced. Now, as long as Fortnite plays and runs absolutely fine, I think I'm actually going to take the warranty sticker off and have a look inside the motherboard to see if there's any traces of a component that they've replaced that has fixed this issue, whether it be the SSD controller IC or a small chip around it, or maybe even something like the South Bridge. Maybe it will get us one step closer to actually identifying how to resolve this specific issue with the PlayStation 5s. Yes, I'll be taking a hit because the warranty sticker will be taken off, and if it does break again within the next year or so, then it won't be covered under the warranty. But I'll be selling this on eBay and I'll make sure to include all of that information. Again, for the sake of science, I feel like I need to investigate. Okay, here we go. Loading up Fortnite. So before I would just simply get into the menu and it would freeze. I thought it froze then. Okay, fine. Are we good? Yeah, we seem to be absolutely fine. Just navigating around the menu. No issues at all. Let's skip this cinematic, get into a game, give it a little bit of intensity. So yeah, Fortnite checks out absolutely fine. I was playing it for a good 10-15 minutes without any issues whatsoever. So now I guess it's time to find out, if I can, what Sony actually done to repair this console. I've only ever taken apart one of these, and there is a video on the channel already. I'll leave a link up there if you want to see it. So I am going to skip through majority of this process. There is obviously a risk here that I'm not going to find any signs of them working on anything. They might have just used a diagnostic tool that they plugged into the motherboard somewhere. And you might be asking, but what are you actually looking for here, Joey? I'm looking for signs of like flux or a component that has been potentially replaced. It's probably been like 5 minutes since I've played Fortnite, but that power supply is still absolutely boiling. Doesn't look like I can see anything just yet. Lift out the board very carefully. Okay, let's have a look, shall we? Can you see any signs of flux or anything on this board? I'm trying to get the light to reflect on it. Doesn't look like it. I mean, I can't see, but I'm also looking at the window at the moment, the OBS window, you see. So I'm not going to be able to see as clear as what you might see now. I'll be able to pick it up in editing though. I can't see anything this side. So this was the side with the APU facing down. Doesn't look like it. What about if we turn the board round? Just do roughly the same. No signs of flux from what I can see. Let's go under the scope real quick. I'm kind of targeting around the SSD area. Right, let's see if we can get a glimpse of any signs of flux or change of work. Here we have the USBs, USB-A specifically, look fine. Let's have a look at the RAM. Any of these RAM modules being replaced? I mean, look, if I can't see any signs of any repair on the PCB, Sony are going to have access to, you know, ultrasonic cleaners and everything to remove all the flux residue potentially needed to swap a component out. So there's a very high chance that I'm not going to be able to see exactly what they've done to repair this console. But it's definitely worth a nose around. We've got the SSD here and the SSD controller. Now, that doesn't look like it's been changed at all, from what I can tell. The Nanya chip, exactly the same. You guys might actually spot something instead of me seeing it. Southbridge? No, no flux around that. Even the BIOS, that looks pretty factory fresh. No, nothing around here either. Back of the SSD controller, we have the some more SSD chips here. Dialog IC as well. Nothing. No signs of flux. Now, would it be viable for them to actually swap an AP? Ooh, what's that? What are you, my friend? Oh, no, that's thermal paste. Okay. When I say thermal paste, it's the, I can't remember what it's called. It's like the blue tack. It's not flux. I don't feel quite as comfortable to lift up the protection around the APU. I don't really fancy that, if I'm honest. So I can't really confirm if they've just replaced the APU or not in one of their, like, industry ovens that they probably have. Then again, I don't really think that would be feasible for them to go out of their way to replace APUs. I imagine if it goes over a certain time limit, they just say, whatever, replace the console. But again, checking over this whole board, I can't see a single trace of flux or a replaced component for that matter. So essentially, I've kind of just ruined the warranty for nothing. I imagine they do have some sort of diagnostic tool that will just tell them exactly what the issue is pretty much straight away. And if it's simple enough, they'll replace whatever component, and if not, who knows? This might even not be the same motherboard that was inside the console. They might have just swapped it around with a different one and changed the serial number and other bits and bobs. All back together now with my own little warranty sticker, just so that way we avoid any tampering when I sell it on eBay. I just wanted to make sure that when I put it back together, it's all good, which it is. So all in all, I have no idea what Sony actually done to repair this console. I just know it was a really, really quick turnaround and overall a fantastic service from the start of the repair to the end of the repair. I would just like to know how they resolved it. The console brand new with a controller goes for £430. I comfortably think I'll be able to get £350 if I list it with a controller as well as all the leads as well. So I paid £180. I've essentially doubled that for somebody else to do the work as well. Pretty much a win-win. Thanks for watching. Have a good day and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.